Good afternoon, Prof. We are Team 6, and today we'll be showcasing our website. Yeah, I'm Alithia, and with me are Zion, Xinghua, Minnow, and Clarine. Next. Starting off, as reported from the Straits Times, there were over 7 million bus and trains ride daily, and that's almost everyone commuting daily in 2024. Yet, despite this scale, our transport system remains far from seamless. In short, commuting in Singapore is fragmented and inefficient, and drivers and public transport users constantly deal with last-minute issues that waste their time. And most importantly, there's no unified hub that combines transport and weather conditions in real time. As a result, commuters constantly have to toggle between multiple apps. Next. So why is solving this problem important? Firstly, it's highly relevant since almost everyone in Singapore commutes daily, so this directly impacts our daily life. Secondly, convenience and accessibility. By eliminating the need to switch between multiple apps, we will allow users to plan their routes more efficiently and faster. And third, it's about reliability. By utilizing verified APIs from trusted sources, our platform ensures that we are accurate and have real-time information. So with this in mind, we aim to build a one-stop journey information hub that brings together both public and private transport data. Next, I'll be passing the time over to Xinghua to talk about the design solution.
Thank you, Alithia. Now I'll present the navigation diagram for our application. Users can start at the landing page where they can explore different features and try a short demo before they choose to log in or register. And once logged in, they'll enter a dashboard allowing them to toggle between public and private transport views, showing personalized data based on their safe preferences. From here, users can access all the features as stated here below. And next page, sorry. For our design rationale, we first ensure a simple and intuitive navigation so users can move seamlessly between modules without confusion. Second, we chose to keep a color scheme that is consistent and all the layout are also consistent for standardization. Third, we wanted information to be easily accessible, so that's why we chose to minimize scrolling within most of our pages. This enables key data to be visible immediately without having to scroll through long pages themselves. Next. To further enhance user experience, we chose to design a clean dashboard layout that consolidates all of the multiple transport features all in one place. This allows users to make quick and informed decisions. Our app also provides a personalized user experience where users can save their favorite car parks, bus stops, and routes. This makes dashboard feels truly unique to users themselves. Lastly, our web app is also fully responsive, adapting seamlessly across desktop, tablets, and mobile phones. This is all being done while maintaining a clean and professional experience. Next, I'll pass on the presentation to Clarine to showcase the overview of our presentation.
Okay, thank you, Xinghua. Now I'll be doing a very brief overview of what our web app is going to look like. So first we have the landing page, which is what the logged on users see when they click on the web. Next. Then we have the main page for the private transportation, which is a dashboard of information for those who take private transport. Next. And then this is the public transport side, which is a dashboard of information for those who take public transport. Next. Now we have the bus and MRT side, which is the public transport information, which is to show bus services, nearby bus stops, as well as the MRT crowd density. Next. Now we have the car parks, which is pretty much our main feature. This is to show car parks nearby our input location. Next. Now we have the traffic incidents page, which is to show traffic incidents updated in real time. Next. Then the weather forecast, pretty straightforward. This is just to show forecasted weather for the day itself and also the next day. Next. Now we have the reviews, which is to review and read reviews of car parks, and this is basically to improve user experience. Next. Finally, we have the profile, which is the user information hub, and this is to edit the saved items as well as to add your private transport. Next. And for our frameworks, we use both JavaScript and Bootstrap and CSS for dynamicity and interactivity. So for JavaScript, other than to perform our normal functionalities and to call APIs for real-time data, we also use it to filter out information and also to add animations to just make the app more interesting overall. For Bootstrap and CSS, we use it to standardize sizes, colors, designs, etc., and also to further beautify our animations. Other than that, we also use it to improve responsiveness, so it's available for both desktop and mobile view. And finally, we use it to transform displays as needed. Now I'll be passing the time on to Zion for the technical.
Thank you, Clarine. So now we're talking about some of the technical stuff. So for the data stores that our website uses, for front-end state management, we are using just a basic view tree reactive in-memory store. For authentication purposes, we have cookies with JSON Web Tokens within, and for our database, it's a simple MySQL database. Next. For some of the external APIs that we are using, like previously mentioned, we are using the DataMo APIs. For static data, we are using some data from data.gov.sg. We are also using Google API for the Google Maps interactivity and also OneMap for some bus stop locations. Next. So for some technologies that we are using, on the front end side, we have View Router for client-side routing for a single page application navigation. Like I said before, we have if-state management. We have Axios for API requests, for asynchronous API requests. We are also using some inbuilt browser APIs like the resize observer as well as the intersection observer for a better user interactivity and experience. And we also do basic security such as hashing of passwords. On the backend side, we are using a Node.js server using the Express framework. Like previously mentioned, we have JSON wrap tokens for authentication as well as a cookie middleware to handle the cookies. We have a CORS middleware to handle cross-origin requests as well as some environment variable management within the code itself. Next. For the external APIs, we have plenty of external APIs that go to different sources, but the design of some of the APIs, for example, car park availability, led to a need for pre-processing of the results to filter, which led to the need for some CSV and JSON processing, as well as some SQL scripts to populate the database with known car parks in Singapore, for example. For our database, we are also using MySQL 2 with asynchronous promises for better connectivity to the database. Thank you. So now we're talking about landing page. So as you can see, it's a video background with some fit sections below that will pop up and show. And then we have a little try it out area for different sneak peeks of different features. So at different viewports, this section will collapse into on top, and the feature will now be below. And moving down, the user has a call to action that he can click to register as a new user. Once he registers, he can log in here. And for example, if I'm a new user, I can log in and I can go into the main page.
Once the user is logged in, he'll be brought to the private transportation page where he will see all the necessary information that he will have displayed on the page. So for example, on the right, there will be accidents that is showcased concurrently on live time, as well as weather forecasting for the next 3 hours. So on the left is the most important part, which is the save car park. We'll be able to click on each of these save car park that will be showcased later, so users can save their personalized car park. And when we press on navigate, it will begin navigation on the Google Maps page. So for its responsiveness, it will take upon an up-down view, where everything will be stacked together as smaller viewports. So next, when we want to add more car parks, we will be brought to the car parks page, which is one of our key features. We search for a car park, it will search for a particular location, and within its radius, it will come up with all of the car parks that we have. So similarly, you can click on this, and you can save some car parks by clicking this star here. For responsiveness, you will also similarly take an up-down view. Yep. And when we go back to the main page, we will see that there are additional car parks saved here, which is what we have saved just now.
So if user click public, then they can see the arrival time for the saved bus stop. And then if they click type SMU, they can see the result right away. And then MIT crowd, if they click browse bazaar, and then auto suggestion, they can see the crowd level. If they click view more or open details, then they can go right away to bus MIT tab. And then if they change the viewport, the accident comes to the top and then it goes to one column. So if they click view more, then it goes to the bus tab. If they want to go from NTU to SMU, then they can click the get route button, and then if they go MRT and then click MIT lines, they can see every MIT lines in the current time. And if they click 6 p.m. they can see the crowd density, and for the viewport the carousel get changed and then it goes to one column in a small viewport.
Right, so now we're at the traffic incidents page. On the top is the buttons categorized based on the different traffic incident types. If you click on the cards on the right, it will zoom into the exact pinpoint and it will show you the exact date and time that it happened. And you can toggle in between the buttons. If there are any descriptions such as lanes to avoid or entrances that are closed, it will show up down here. And in smaller viewports, the map will appear on top with the buttons in the middle, and then the cards will appear at the bottom. Moving on to weather, this one is pretty straightforward. It's just the current weather on top with the forecasted weather at the bottom. There's an auto scroll feature to improve dynamicity, and you can still scroll, and it will immediately continue auto scroll if there are any left once you stop scrolling. And if you toggle to tomorrow, it's the same. Yep, and in smaller viewports, mostly it's just the difference of the number of forecast cards shown at the bottom, as well as the layout of the current weather.
Next is the review page, and users can add a review for any point of interest that they want to add. So you can add a review like so, and then you can sort, so the highest to lowest and lowest to highest, and you also can search for a place you want, like maybe East Coast Park. Yep. Then you can also filter to see my reviews so that it's easier to delete them. And then here's the viewport. So big will show 3, then large will show 2, small will show only 1. Yeah. Then in the profile page, so it lets you manage your safe vehicles, safe car parks, and safe bus stops. So let's say we delete the car, and then we delete this car park, and also delete this bus. So back to the main page. For the bus, you can see that the sick club is deleted. And then for the car, since we deleted all the cars, we only show motorcycles here. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.